This is the story of the lynchings of Maggie Howze and Alma Howze, both pregnant. Accused of the murder of Dr. E.L. Johnston in December 1918, whites lynched Andrew Clark, age 15, Major Clark, age 20, Maggie Howze, age 20, and Alma Howze, age 16, from a bridge near Chautauqua, a town in Mississippi. The local press described Johnston as being a wealthy dentist, but he did not have an established business in the true sense of the word. He sought patients by riding his buggy throughout the community, offering his services to the public at large in Alabama. Unable to make money peddling dentistry, the dentist returned to Mississippi to work on his father's land near Chautauqua. During his travels, he had developed an intimate relationship with Maggie Howze, a black woman who he had asked to move and live with him. He also asked that she bring her sister Alma Howze along. While using the black young women as sexual objects, Johnston impregnated both of them, though he was married and had a child. 3 black laborers worked on Johnston's plantation, 2 of whom were brothers, Major and Andrew Clark. Major tried to court Maggie, but Johnston was violently opposed to her trying to create a world of her own that did not include him. To block a threat to his sexual fiefdom, Johnston threatened Clark's life. Shortly after, Johnston turned up dead, and the finger was pointed at Major Clark and the Howze sisters. The whites picked up Major, his brother, Maggie, and her sister, and threw them in jail. To extract a confession from Major Clark, the authorities placed his testicles between the jaws of a vice and slowly closed it until Clark admitted that he killed Johnston. White community members took the 4 blacks out of jail, placed them in an automobile, turned the headlights out, and headed to the lynching site. 18 other cars carrying members of the mob followed close behind. Someone shut the power plant down, and the town fell into complete darkness. Ropes were placed around the necks of the 4 blacks, and the other ends tied to the girder of the bridge. Maggie Howze cried, "I ain't guilty of killing the doctor, and you oughtn't to kill me." Someone took a monkey wrench and struck her in the mouth with it, knocking her teeth out. She was also hit across the head with the same instrument, cutting a long gash in which the side of the person's hand could be placed. While the 3 other blacks were killed instantly, Maggie Howze, 4 months pregnant, managed to grab the side of the bridge to break her fall. She did this twice before she died, and the mob joked about how difficult it was to kill that big Jersey woman. No one stepped forward to claim the bodies. No one held funeral services for the victims. The black community demanded that the whites cut them down and bury them because they lynched them. The whites placed them in unmarked graves. Alma Howze was on the verge of giving birth when the whites killed her. One witness claimed that at her burial on the 2nd day following, the movements of her unborn child could be detected. Keep in mind, Johnston's parents felt that the blacks had nothing to do with their son's death and that some irate white man killed him, knowing that the blame would fall on the blacks' shoulders.